As Americans celebrate this July 4th weekend, there are concerns that low vaccination rates in some parts of the country could lead to new outbreaks of COVID-19. Only 18 states have fully vaccinated more than half their population. And with more contagious Delta variant on the rise, there are fears that many people remain vulnerable. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, visited Arkansas to learn more about the disappointing vaccination rate there.
It's the lunch rush hour at Trio's restaurant in Little Rock. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
We went to every single table and asked the same question. Have you been vaccinated?
Absolutely. Yes.
Everybody's an absolutely.
Absolutely. Despite Arkansas's reputation.
Look, that reputation isn't undeserved. Only 34.3% of Arkansas's population is fully vaccinated. Are you vaccinated?
I am.
And that's why Trio's co-owner, Cappy Peck, was shocked when she found out that every single person in the restaurant was vaccinated, except for one person.
Before we started this, I thought, I bet at least 80% of my customers are vaccinated. I was wrong.
But Arkansas's Governor Asa Hutchinson says outside of Little Rock is where it's a different story.
Well, certainly the rural areas of our state, we have more resistance, there's less vaccine acceptance.
Pulaski County, which includes Little Rock, has fully vaccinated about 40% of its residents. But in some of the state's rural counties, that number plummets to less than 25%. And COVID hospitalizations are climbing, up nearly 54% in just the last 2 weeks. And that is due in large part to the so-called Delta variant, which the governor says is spreading fast here.
Over 98% of the hospitalized patients have not been vaccinated. But as you see those cases going up and the risk increasing, then all of a sudden the vaccinations increase.
So you're saying as hospitalizations rise here in Arkansas, you're starting to see more people get vaccinated?
That's true. And so for
Driven by what, fear?
Well, I think it's driven by risk, that they see the risk increasing and say we've better go ahead and get vaccinated.
And right now, the demand for vaccines is up. On Wednesday, Arkansas recorded more than 10,000 shots in a single day. And that is the most they've seen since May. For CBS This Morning, I'm David Begnaud in the natural state, Arkansas.
Yeah, I saw a story on the news the other day, guys, that the only people who are still dying from COVID-19 are people that have not been vaccinated.
Yeah.
I don't know what more we can say to get people, to encourage people to take. I know it's a personal decision, I get that, but it's just so important in terms of saving your life and other people around you.
Well, showing those stories are so important, and even those of people who have said, I was against it. I think earlier this week there was a woman, and I think that's the most powerful thing we can show, because everyone has their reasons and their views. But the more you see it, the more likely you are to go, you know what? Maybe I should get this.
Changes your calculation.
I'm scared of needles, but I'm scared of death more. So.
Well said.